All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. We're missing about 8 likes. Let's see if we can ping 2 more people back into the room. We're missing about 8 likes. If you can help me hit that like button, that would be highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Just hit the like button. Let's turn it up. Let's get that up to 20. All right. So, how many of you watch Kendra G on YouTube or Instagram? She has a dating show on YouTube or Instagram. How many of you watch Kendra G? I think she's a radio host somewhere in Chicago in the Midwest. I'm not sure if it's Detroit or Chicago, but she has like online shows where she does like dating show. People call in to try to link up with other people. All right. So when she listens to them, listen to their story, she has like specific questions that she asks. And then at the end of it, she will say they should drop their handle, and then people can go link up and slide in their DMs. People are getting married inside of DMs, or a significant sector of the market is they're getting married from the DM. So I will never tell you not to check that out. Somebody slide in your DM. This is the digital age, okay? So get to know people anyhow, but just get to know them, okay? Take your time to get to know them. Now, depending on how you meet people, it depends on your path to actually becoming married from there, right? So, but jumping on a platform to call, this is one of those things that I don't want to speak to too much because I've been out of the game. It's just not something I would do if I have other options, okay? I don't want to jump on a public platform and say, yeah, I'm looking for a wife or husband. But again, the way my mind works may be different from people in this era or people that are in the dating scene in this era. So I can't say never. That's one of my philosophies, okay? But I'm just letting you know. He says, I don't watch but I randomly come across chopped clips on YouTube Shorts. Okay, this is one of them. I think this is actually on her page. Yes, this is actually on her page. Interesting. I'm not following her. I'm just gonna follow. Why not? All right, good. Let me see. D-Love say, really, I watch whenever it shows up on my YouTube page. Yeah, kind of same thing for me. But if I see something interesting, so for example, they did a good job on this caption. It says married 3 times. Once did porn. Once been to prison. She was very honest. Okay. All right. Honesty is the best policy, Abby. That's what they say, right? Now, would you, gentlemen, would you engage this young lady? Off of all the information you know right now, her life is blossoming in front of her right there. You could see, right? So maybe you're a boob person. Maybe like, would you go inside more for anything outside of physical? I don't know. Ladies, if your son comes to you and tells you, well, this lady's been married 3 times, once did porn, and once been to prison, if she was very honest up front, what do you think, Mom? What would you say? Answer me right now in the chat. I beg. Let me see. Would you say, yeah, get to know her? If you would say, yes, get to know her, put a 1 in the chat. If you would say, what did you say? At least if you would say, say that again, put a 2 in the chat. If you say, yes, get to know her, it doesn't matter, put a 1 in the chat. If you say, well, come again, say a 2. Because after all, honesty is the best policy, right? What like, hey, you never know. We all get second chances from God, Abby. We get second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh chances from God, Abby. So honesty is the best policy. She's being honest, right? That's not fair. You just give her a chance, right? Roro says 2. Wait. What does your 2 mean? Like, come again? Or you're saying outrightly no? Which one? Because 2 is like a spectrum. 1 is yes, get to know her. 2 is like a spectrum. Come again? Say that again, right? Let me see. Keeper says she's using code to advertise for new customer. She's calling out to all the, not pimps, the simps. Okay, she's calling out to all the simps, because the simps, no matter how much they bark on the internet, they will still go and drop money in the back channel of this guy. Trust me when I tell you. Okay. Roro said it's giving a no. Anyway, let's see what she has to say. I'm just saying, that, I was like, interesting. Come again. So I clicked play. So you're right. For me, when I see Kendra G's or any of the dating shows, I don't really pay too much mind to it unless the caption is this interesting. So I clicked play. But the first 2 lines she said, I was like, oh, no, we got to talk about this. So I'm going to be listening with you anyway for the whole thing. Let's see what she has to say.
Have you ever been married?
Yes, I've been married 3 times. But
even Kendra G was like 3 times, right? That's actually more common than you realize.
3 times were with somebody to help them get papers, and they really wasn't in love with me.
Oh, she helped some people get papers. Femi. Anyway, continue.
You married 3 different men to get them green cards?
Well, no, not really to get green cards. I wanted to be with them, but that's what they were using me for.
That's a yes. Anyway, she thinks that's what they were using her for. I know Tunde, you knew you were in love too, right, Abby?
3 times you fell for it?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you fall for it? Okay, even if you fall for it 1 time, how did you fall for it 2 more times?
The 2 times out of 1.
Well, she did porn once before. Maybe she met them at a strip club somewhere. Who knows, right?
The guy was the same guy. I divorced him and remarried him.
And
she divorced him and remarried him.
are any?
That sounds like he was in love with you, because if he's already gotten his papers, or maybe you divorced before he got his papers and then you gave him another chance. Okay.
These your children's dads?
No.
So these are men outside of your children's dads?
Yes.
So you have 4 men you had kids by, and then you married 2 other men.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you marry any of the men you had kids by?
Probably because I was young and I probably didn't want to marry at that time.
Oh, she was
okay.
young.
And when was your last divorce?
Probably about 8 months ago.
8 months ago. Oh, is that the one that you married twice? Okay.
8 months ago.
Woo, child, Jennifer. Got a lot going on, girl.
I just keep it real though.
You don't have to answer.
Oh, what did she say? She said, I just keep it real though. I always laugh when I hear keep it real. I'm just telling the truth, right? Honesty is the best policy. What else do we normally say out there, right? I'm just keeping it real though. Keeping it real. What's there not to like about me? I'll keep it real.
But I'm going to ask.
48 days.
What happened?
48 days ago I had sex.
She answered the question before they ask her. She normally asks, when was the last time you've been intimate with someone? She actually said 48 before they ask her. Honesty is really the best policy. She's giving up all the information. You don't have to ask.
The question is, when was the last time you had sex? You don't have to answer. Jennifer decided to answer, and the answer again is
48 days.
48 days.
Feels like I'm fucking hosting Jeopardy right now.
She's counting.
I'll say 48
That means she can't wait for the next time.
days for 200, Kendra G. 48 days for 200. Let's see if 48 days since the last, what is 48 days the last time Jennifer had sex? The answer is ding, 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 ding. Right.
Ding, ding, ding.
Jennifer, how the hell do you know the hour? 48 days?
Exactly. What time of the day was it? Was it 12:13 p.m. in the middle of the goddamn afternoon? She's skipping and she's smiling. She thinks it's funny. Look at this. Check this out. Check this out. Wait till Tiba said, who honest help go papa? So she's just looking to someone to have. No, she's looking for a date. To marry again, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what she's looking for. But she's on a dating show. Maybe she's looking for a hookup. I mean, like Roro said, was it Roro? No, Key. This is good advertising. This is good advertising because, again, more than enough simps will end up in her DMs. Okay, I mean, look at her future. Wait. 5,942 likes. Let me see how many monitoring spirit. She has almost 700,000 followers. Kendra G is doing it. So it's good advertising at best. Let's continue.
It's 2 hours and 18 seconds. Shit.
I'm good with numbers, so I love numbers, so I'm just good with numbers.
Was it that good that it was memorable down to the date?
Yep, and counting. Another flaw is
she just said it. She said she's counting.
I did a porn movie when I was like in the 12th grade. That's a flaw.
When she was in 12th grade. What is 12th grade? Is that primary 6? What is that? SS3? Excuse me. She did an adult movie when she was in SS3. Wahala.
Out to me, it's like because it's on the internet, so it might come out. So I'd rather tell somebody up front than for them to find out from.
I'd rather just be upfront with you. You know how ladies will say, just tell us the truth. If all you want is sex, just tell us all the truth. They forget to say whether they will now go to the bed with you after or not. They don't say that part. They just say, if you want sex, just tell us the truth. And then if you now ask, and what? They will now say, there are many women who will happily do that with you. What about you? Honesty is the best policy. And of course, the Sims fall for it all the time. And they will come back here and then they will cry and say, women don't like to hold themselves accountable. They don't like to tell the truth. Say, Baba, what do you mean? Because they told me to tell them the truth, but they don't really like the truth. Hold yourself accountable, bro. Hold yourself accountable. All right, hold yourself accountable. Hold on. It looks like my streaming is struggling on a Sunday evening. I guess everybody's home. All right. If you have any issues hearing me, just let me know. Hopefully everything is fine. Let's continue.
Somebody else to come tell me.
You know, my cousin. And one thing I will say, my cousins work for the motherfucking FBI, child. Now they gonna find you. They gonna find you, and they gonna send me the clip. They gonna send me.
Let me put this out too. I have been to prison.
Let me say one more thing, right? So I can finally find a husband who likes honesty. How's that working out? Yes, Tima, she's really being honest. Okay, like, let me just be 100% honesty because I'm just tired. I'm finna find me a husband who will take care of me, who likes honesty, right? Oh God, if it happened all those years ago, then she has allowed it to define her. Maybe she has been blackmailed with it before, don't know. All right, so if she's been blackmailed before with it, maybe she should just let them know up front, right? Some things just have to keep haunting you for the rest of your life. That's why the decisions you make, yes, even in primary 6, can haunt you for the rest of your life. Okay, that doesn't mean you should tell up. That doesn't mean that you get to get away with lack of social skills. Okay, nobody wants to know that much truth up front. I'm sorry, nobody wants that. Okay, at some point, yes, they should know what you've been up to. Okay, but you're looking for a hack. Let me just be upfront, honest all the way. Let me just be blunt, so that they can respect me for being honest. They will sure respect you. They will respectfully gravitate away from you though. Okay, because the bigger issue is lack of social skills, not even the fact that you've done porn. It's just It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Roro said, "Oh my God, she's been to prison. Listen, people get second, third, fourth chances. Let me just tell you up front. You've been to prison. Oh, I guess this is where I'm supposed to see the green flag that you're being honest."
No.
Do you see that reaction?
It's like I did 48 months and I got out since 2000.
Exactly 48 months. She hasn't had sex in 48 days and she's been to prison for 48 months. Let me spell out 48 months for you. Okay, let's do the math. 48 months does not mean 48 days. Okay, it means 4 years. Okay, just so you know, just in case you're not that good at math like the rest of us. Okay, that's 4 years. 48 months sound like 4 months. Just 4 months behind you, not a big deal. But then you're like, wait, 48 months, 4 years.
15. But I had went to prison for fraud. I'm telling you, I'm good with numbers. Fraud, wire transfer, destroying a computer.
Wait. Wire transfer, fraud, computers. What is it again?
Stuff like that.
All right, let's leave it alone. Let's leave that alone. Anyway, what's the lesson here? I'm wondering, what do you think the lesson is? Okay, so today we talked about honesty is the best policy. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just keeping it real. All of that. Right now, as of this moment, is in the poto. So with that being said, what do you think the lesson is here when it comes to dating, when it comes to getting to know people, and you have an urge, to follow these rules? Tell the truth. The truth just sets you free, right? Honesty is the best policy. Keep it real. Just be blunt. Tell them the truth. If they don't like you, they can at least respect you, right? Yeah. I want to know what you think the lessons are here. I think 48 is a lucky number, right? The girl is just happy to be with Kendra. I would argue that she's advertising as well. She's obviously advertising.